everyone. I'm Peggy Rometo, and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Okay, guys, I'm in this beautiful space of nature and just going to go in and connect with that part of ourself that knows exactly what to do and how to do it at all times. So just connect in that heart, let go, take that deep breath, follow that white light all the way down through the center of the body, drop it down into the center of the earth. Give a big exhalation, and then we're going to inhale 3 times that white light up through the body, up to the top of the head. Hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale all the way back down again. So we're going to do that 3 times, and at the end of that, we'll open up and see what the message is for the week. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that together. Okay, so I'm I'm sorry, I'm a little speechless because what I'm filled with is just peace, like just this peace. We're being asked to crowd out the noise, to push aside the rhetoric, push aside the fear, push aside the disconnect, and just feel the peace. So just take a minute right now, and if no matter where you're at, just really connect with the beauty and the peace. Take a deep breath and I don't know if you can feel the peace of the nature, the property that I'm here, that I'm at, the peace inside of you. But we're being asked to cultivate this peace and that centeredness and to calm down. And that peace and that centeredness and that calmness can override any anxiety or fear that we may have for someone else or for the world or for ideas or conversations that may not be getting enough, traction, or your work, or you're afraid of being let down, or you're afraid of being let go, or you're afraid for a child, right? And so we're being asked not to exhibit that nervous mother's fear, right? Or that creator's fear, like, oh my gosh, is it going to happen? You're being asked to settle into a space of peace. And from that place of peace, creation can happen. From that place of peace, that place of allowance, things can bubble up. Things can happen and open up and carry you. And can you feel the energy as I talk about that? It's rolling up inside of the belly, and it's really kind of my whole trunk and my chest and my arms really feel cold or cool. It's that resonance, that full body knowing that that's what there is to do this week. And by sitting in that place of peace, we now draw more peace to us, and we're also extending peace to others. It's a calming energy, it's a centering energy, it's a supportive energy. Okay, so this week is just it can expand, or they're just showing me like a vision of rolling hills, right? Like up and down, just this beautiful rolling calmness, this rolling capacity to feel at ease and to feel at peace no matter what the circumstances are. Okay, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. There's always this place of peace inside of you, right? It's this really, and what you focus on grows. So if you can feel that place of peace, and for those of you that aren't feeling it, where you're feeling more anxious, take a minute, stop right now, place your hand on your heart, and feel the warmth. Might be on the back side of the body. If all you're feeling is coolness or aloofness, slow down. You can even build a fire in your imagination, that you're sitting on a fire and that fire is coming up through the buttocks, up through the root chakra, And as it warms the belly, you can make that the place of peace, calming down, burning away the fears, burning away the anxiousness. So as that heat comes up, as that warmth comes up, sink into that, relax into that. So that's a way to create your own fire, your own connection to your rooted self, to the calmness in you, to the center in you. You can do that anytime, whether you're sitting on a subway, masked up and ready to go, or whether you're walking in nature, or whether you're in a place that's living completely free and you're hugging and talking with your community, and but you're still feeling anxious. You can do this anytime, any place, under any conditions, just to stop and feel that deeper connection, that peace inside of you, right? And you can use that fire to build it if you can't locate it. Okay. And some of you have got some real tension as I talk about that, in the solar plexus, a tightening or cramping down in the solar plexus. So, as we just kind of let that go through your breath, whenever there's an area that's tight in your body, you can always just take your attention to it. You can place your hand on it, make it a color, and breathe into it, and just breathe with it, and just watch it ebb and watch it flow, and just breathe to it very rhythmatically, not needing to push, not needing to dissect, but allow it to be, allow it to breathe. Just a lot of letting go. A lot of times, yawning is a way to move energy, to transmute emotion, to move energy that's stuck in the body. So, a lot of times when I'm working with somebody, I'll have these big yawns because I'm letting go. And you might notice that you do that as well. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for us this week. There's a new part of yourself, a new identity that is wanting to come through, that is wanting or asking for attention, and you're being asked to give it attention. It's a fear, it's an anxiety, it's a judgment, it's a criticism, but pushing it down or pushing it away is not helping. It's just amplifying the problem. And so what you're being asked to do is to treat it like a 2-year-old, like a little toddler, like a child, and bring it close and talk to it. You know, what are you afraid of, or what do you need, right? It could be anything from, the fear of growing older, to feeling insignificant, or feeling left behind, or not feeling like you have a friend group, or feeling like that everybody you love has moved away, or that you've moved away and nobody's around. Whatever it is, whatever that anxiety is in you, or nervousness in you, that part of your personality that's wanting to come up, you're being asked to give it some attention. And so some people like to write, some people like just to have a conversation. You can also just sit with it and bring your focus to it, and talk to it as if it's your inner child or a little child, right? And by doing that, it's bringing it close. What happens then is it allows it to heal, or it allows it to be heard or seen. So it doesn't have to then act out or do something that makes you feel embarrassed, or like, oh, there's me doing that again, or running off and doing something, cosmetically, maybe, if you're not feeling good about your body, or maybe, and not that there's anything wrong with that at all. This is just another level, right? Listen, I dye my hair. so we all do things to make ourselves feel better, right? So I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm talking about the emotional component that has me make me want to dye my hair, that has me make you want to feel good about myself, right? So it's that little insecurity or self-doubt that is asking for some attention, this week, and just to pay attention to that and give it. And then in doing so, there's a bigger part of your personality that's going to be able to shine, right? There's another part of you that's behind that. When you meet that little fear, that bigger part of you can shine. And that's what I'm trying to get to, that there's another part of us, a part of our identity that wants to come forward, that wants to move forward. Okay, so there's something else here. Let's see what this is. Okay, and there's some of you guys are tired. I get it. Just tired of the drill, tired of COVID, tired of everything, right? And so I'm feeling this pressure in the back of the neck, which is in yoga. There's actually they call these energy, not energy points, but there's like three connections in the body that open up, and one of them is in the nape of the neck there, and is wanting to come open, and it feels like just like this little bit of like stuck energy of wanting to be in the flow, and it's coming from exhaustion, it's coming from tiredness. And so you're just being asked to, if you're tired, you're tired. Like, honor where you are. If you need a break, take a break. Like, it's okay. The world isn't linear. It's not like do these 10 steps and then these 10 things happen. It can be that way, but it can also be do 2 steps and those 10 things can happen, but you only had to do 2, right? And the second one was rest. I mean, even God rested, right? And look what he created. So it's about us being able to tap into that energy of creation and not have to be so linear about it. Like, put it in God's hands. Like, I need a nap, I'm going to take a nap, and I'm going to trust these other things are going to get done, right? Or I'm trust that I'm going to find the babysitter so I can have this day off. Or I'm trust the right in-law or friend is going to show up that says, I'll help you, right? Or next door neighbor or whoever. So you just need to, what we're being asked to do is to trust the process and to trust that we're being cared and nurtured. But most of all, notice where we're at, take care of ourselves, honor where we're at. We can't go anywhere without ourselves, right? So we might as well like acknowledge what's real for us. And in acknowledging what's real for us, everything will get better. Stop trying to fight against yourself. If you're tired, take a break. If you're excited, move forward. It will all pass. It's when we don't acknowledge how we're feeling or how we're doing, or we run over it. And I know some of you guys are going, I don't have time. Who's got time? We make time, right? We need to make time for ourselves. And that time can be 2 minutes in an hour. It can be a moment without distraction. Or it could be, a day in bed, right? Or a week off. It's up to us to create how we want to live life more fully. So this is what the opportunity is for us this week, to have peace, to be an extension of peace, and to be able to allow ourselves to take care of ourselves. And in doing so, we're giving everybody else permission to do that as well. And we can still have an amazing life. All right, you guys, enjoy yourself this week. Take some time for yourself. Have some peace no matter what's going on. Feel that energy. It's so funny. I can really feel it flowing through my body now. And have an amazing week. All right, you guys, lots of love. If you like my my weekly wake up, my connection with our intuition, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Have a great week, everybody.